Everybody, we're a little bit before. I'm going to just welcome you into the room and again with a little bit of hopefully calming flute music. Deep gratitude. Thank you so much for joining us here. Back now for the last of the 3 sessions of day 3, the last day of this first international symposium on the new paradigm in politics of the Laszlo Institute of New Paradigm Research. So thank you, thank you. So we are in flow. We are exploring how it is we can together, as they say, this is the old phrase, it's not a good one anymore, put your money where your mouth is, but the point is we can actually be the change we wish to see in the world, right? Not just talk about it, but how we can actually do that together. And these are the things that are so inspired by the wonderful words we've heard from Hazel Henderson and Jean Houston, who's also just guided us in this process. This is so powerful and so beautiful, and thank you so much to all of us. We have a special guest also, which we'll be introducing a little more in just a moment with some phenomenal music for inspiration. But just wanted to welcome us all back here and share it now with Anna Luz, please.
Thank you, Alexander, and welcome back, everyone. And it's indeed, we are in flow, and we're going to cohere even more. Before I bring on our next amazing guest, Chloe Goodchild, and I'll introduce her shortly, just want to touch base on something very important that Irfan was saying in his closing message from the previous session. And that's also to have a different understanding of the word politics. And that's what we can now also become the action for, is become the politics of unity, become the politics of kindness, become the politics of playfulness, of discovery, of collaboration. Create a whole new flavor of what that word means. Imagine that our grandchildren are going to say, really? Was politics in 2021 a bad thing? Oh, how interesting. We didn't know that. Yeah, so remember, we are future ancestors. So let's change the story and the narrative, what politics means. Same with democracy. It lives in our heart. Democracy is something very, very deep in all of us, that it's life intrinsic. We keep it alive, we renew it, we revitalize it, we transform it. And that's really also the spirit of living the new paradigm way. But to do that, we have to be able to connect also with our authentic voice and understanding the power of our voice. And that is why we have asked Chloe Goodchild if she can come with us now. Great. So Chloe, there you are. She is a singing philosopher, a teacher, a founder and author of The Naked Voice, Transform Your Life Through the Power of Sound, revealing the human voice spoken and sung as medicine for the soul. Chloe, I've seen you do magic with so many people around the world. and you know of all people how you can shift consciousness with the power of sound as well. So we are so delighted that you're here with us, and that you'll be able to give us a sound experience, help us connect with our authentic voice. So from there, we can take actions in the final session.
Hello, thank you, Anna Lois. Thank you so much. And what an incredible privilege to be here at this moment. And I understand we have just 5 essential moments, 5 essential minutes, just to really connect with the voice. It was so lovely to hear people calling for that, you know, within and beyond and underneath a lot of the conversations is this deepening accessibility and realization that we have to connect with our voices. And in our work, what we do is we explore the sound, where does this sound come from inside us? And we explore it as metaphor, as metaphysics, and as music. So I want you to just close your eyes a moment and just feel your whole body as a musical instrument, which is essentially what it is. We call it a musicianship. It is the ship, the container of your sound, your resonance. And it is essentially the container of the language of love inside you. And that love has music from the solar plexus, right from the source of your being, from the ground. So just bring your awareness, first of all, down into your feet. And just let this musicianship of yours and all the trillions of cells vibrating within your body right now, just be aware of them all tingling and singing and vibrating with all this incredible communion and communication going on here with everyone globally. And just take your awareness right down into the ground, take a big breath, and just breathe right down into Gaia. And just find yourself just saying Gaia. Big breath. Gaia. And really receive her into your body as well. So taking your awareness down 1,000 miles down into her body, into her being. And with immense gratitude, receiving in from her the most incredible nourishment that is her being. And just find yourself just taking a big breath in and just sounding ah, ah. Just really receiving that ah from the ground, and bring that sound right up through your legs into the base of your spine, into your root, and just sounding a, and then E, just big breath in, receiving like you're receiving the wind of life. And also while you're doing this, just really find yourself smiling. So if there are any kind of old narratives that we can now discard about not being able to sing, or, you know, not having a voice, or not being musical, just let that all go. That's all part of the old paradigm. The new paradigm is I have a voice. I love my voice. Just say that. I love my voice. I love my voice. And then just find yourself laughing, because laughter is the best medicine I know for really absorbing the truth of things. Okay, and then we're going to go to O. Big breath in and smiling. Just relax into O. Yeah, O as offering your whole self into this new paradigm. All of yourself, nothing left out. And finally, which brings the great universal sacred sound of the Aum back home to yourself, to sounding Beautiful. And then just opening your arms up, and you may just want to consider doing this just even for 5 minutes every day, and just bringing your left hand above your right hand above your head, so you make a roof. So you become aware of this musicianship, which is now a temple above your head, and receive from the cosmos into yourself, and be aware of the energy of the cosmos coming down through your hands, and let your hands just hover above the head and then bless your whole body, and just right down to the root of your body, and just come and be aware of the whole ascending, descending line of energy from the root right up to the crown, into the cosmos, and back down into the crown of your head, down through into the pineal chakra, into the throat chakra, finding yourself smiling, just receive, 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 into the heart center. Down, just let this sound come into you. Solar plexus, pelvis, and source. And then just be aware of the whole octave of consciousness that your musicianship is made of. So this is an octave of consciousness from the root of the body to the crown and back again, and that is just forever singing. You know, whether you're thinking, whether you're feeling, whatever realm of the will is manifesting, whether it's the solar plexus will, the heart will, the pineal will, the third eye will. And our work, of course, through the humming is to bring these three power centers together through your sound. Okay? So, the simplest way I know to do that is simply to sing a love song to yourself every day. You start at the top of the crown, which is very much coming from the East, the most ancient way of receiving sound into your body and taking it down, okay? And all you do is you just go, how I love you. How onto gallery and just sing this to absolutely everyone in the field. We do this in shopping malls and high streets and whole cities. We are working with a resonance project in the whole of Dublin to change the resonance of the city. And all we do is this. Breath out of nowhere, hey, like that, okay? It just cuts through everything, and then just bring more love in. I love you. Do it silently. Just let that line of energy, golden line, golden rule, just drop right down. Third eye, heart center, source. And then the whole body is this field. Beyond ideas of right and wrongdoing, there is a field, a singing field. I'll meet you here. I'll meet you here. I'll meet you here. Beyond ideas of right and wrongdoing, there is a field, a singing field. I'll meet you here. And now, and now, and now. Meet you here. I'll meet you here.
Mm. Thank you. Wow.
Thank you. What a privilege to be here. What an incredible community.
So beautiful. I was watching the gallery while we were doing this together, and so many smiles. So Chloe, thank you for bringing us into our hearts and helping us to experience what it means to be together in this beautiful flow of unity. Thank you so much.
Thank you, dear Anna Lewis.
And we will share in the chat some of your amazing voice dialogues. And we just had an incredible voice dialogue with Chloe, Genius, and myself, interviewed by Chloe, which became an incredible conversation also about compassion. And so feel free to share the link there so people can see.
I'll do that. God bless. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much. That brings us to the final part of the program of action. And then we're going into also the closing ceremony. So what's ahead for us next is we're going to have, let's do 30 minutes. So we have enough of a group sharing. So we're going to have 30 minutes in a breakout group, just like we've been doing for session 1 and 2. There will be if the team can share the Google Doc link again. I have now moved the session 3 input to the top of the document. So you can just go to the top of the document. For those of you who haven't joined session 1 or 2, what this means is we are going to be into small breakout groups now. You will get a notice at the bottom of your screen, which tells you the room you've been assigned to. Then remember that number. And when you're in your small breakout group, that will be then the number where you're going to be giving the inputs in the Google Doc. And what we're going to be focusing on for 30 minutes is to see if you can bring it down to 5 key actions that we can all together take to really ignite this paradigm shift in politics, in governance, but also the transformation of what democracy means. So to really become a force for what's really the true essence of democracy, of what it really means to be that more evolved human being together, and that the human who understands the urgency that Irvin has just talked about. We have a small window of time for action. Now you can make the difference. It requires conscious, clear, coherent, collaborative actions. So let's get really down to 5 core actions. We are going to afterwards synthesize all of those inputs, because the Google Doc has within it the structure of a vision map. That was session 1, our synergies for collaborative actions. And now we are really going to be the actions for the change. Then after 30 minutes, we're going to come back and we're going to hear these beautiful pearls and gems in the group sharing, just like we did in the previous session. And the last 15 minutes of the program, we'll have a beautiful closing ceremony. So let's go off into our groups now. Enjoy. And